Yes, sir. Monday edition here of the Payoff Pitch. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jason. He's, of course, the Hockey Squirrel, brought to you by BetUS every single day. A fantastic sportsbook. Down in this video description, you go ahead and find a link and jump on over them and check out just how great they are for yourself. Boy, it's August 15th. We only got a few more weeks of putting together the Payoff Pitch. But a lot of season still ahead of us and a lot of money left on the table to go ahead and put in our bank accounts. With that being said, let's jump into this first inning. We call it quick hits. We just want to know, Squirrel, what's on the dome? What's on the dome today?
I think today it's going to be long hits, man. I think we need to talk. I got a lot on my mind today.
Okay. Let me get my coffee, or do I need a beer for this one? What do I need, coffee or beer?
Oh, boy. No, it's 10:30. Not a beer yet, man.
Okay.
I do have a cup of coffee here, though.
There you go.
I like my Minnesota Twins today. They're just a little too priced up, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So
yeah, you and every other person who's trying to put in a sports bet today, trying to work the Twins into a parlay, trying to work the Twins run. Everybody's like, oh shit, Bubik's on the mound. What can I do? I know.
Oh, dude, we just talked about that a couple of days ago, right? There was Bubic and I'm forgetting the other guy's name, but Daniel Lynch and Bubic. My God, terrible. Anyway, here's the thing, man. So yesterday I had an awful day. Straight up. And that's the reality of betting, right? I had a big swing and a miss times five. 5 in a row I lost.
Ooh.
Right? Not very fun. I took some pretty hardcore risk, though. I went for a plus 220. Lost. Took that on the Oakland Athletics. Why? Well, yeah, I went for the Baltimore Orioles yesterday at a plus 150. I took some big swings. They weren't all heavy favorites, but I lost a unit here, a unit there, and it adds up. So, thing is we were just talking about people that don't want to do a recap, right? They only want you to remember the good and do not diagnose the losing days, the bad days, right? You do this in a lot of aspects of life. You do this with your relationships, most likely, right? You don't walk around telling people about the fight with your girlfriend that you had the night before. You want it to look like it's this picture-perfect lifestyle, right? But you're going to have bad days and good days with anything in life you do. If you start a business, if you're working at a job, you're going to love your job. Sometimes you're going to hate your job sometimes. You're going to win money, you're going to lose money. And in the long term, that's what we're looking at. The last time I had an O for day, day that I went 0-4, 0-5 was on July 13th, and we're on August 15th. So August 14th yesterday being the day that I lost. So I made it a full 4 weeks before, I had that disaster day. So, I write everything down on this big desk calendar that I have here. And I don't know, man, just try not to do the all-in thing, right? Try not to build this huge parlay. I know it sucks. Like if you lose 5 units, what's your immediate thought that night? Like, I'm going to win this all back, right?
Oh, yeah. Got to go get it back.
And I'm telling you, this may take a week. It may take 5 days to get those 5 units back. It might take 7 days to get those 5 units back, but I will do it. And what I would like to do is I'm going to start a little series here today.
Okay.
I'm going to call it Disaster Recovery by Hockey Squirrel. That's what I'll call it. I just thought of that right now. We'll call it Disaster Recovery. So we're starting on the 15th. I'm going to make it my goal by the end of this week to make 5 units. And if I don't hit it by the 19th, I'll hit it by the 21st. So that time frame roughly.
So
but I'm going to focus
next Monday. Okay.
Yeah, by the time we sit here next Monday, I'll have 5 units. And I'm going to try to do it on this show, actually. If I can, because I'm not betting anything else other than MLB. And I'm giving everything I have away for free right now until September 24th. Why September 24th? Because that's going to be the first day of preseason hockey. And that's when I'm going to really make leaps and bounds in my bankroll. That's when I normally do. I would say from preseason to the All-Star break is the time to make money in hockey. That's when you're going to want to tail. I'll still give out some free stuff, but the bulk of it, the educational courses, the data models, all that kind of stuff will be on the website at hockeysquirrel.com. But let's do this for free until then. We got a whole month, just over a month actually, to go around the bases and talk about some games.
Nice. Very, very obtainable goal. Very attainable goal. I know your track record from following you for the better part of a year, so very obtainable goal. I will say this, though. You want to talk about bad days. Hell, I've had bad weeks in a row. So
Absolutely,
while it's a
I
goal
have
to
too.
get those 5 units back, if you also lose another 5 units, let's not be too shocked, people. This game can be absolutely tough. It can kick you.
Absolutely. And I tell this story a lot that I've lost 20 to 30 units in a month in my lifetime. I've done that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done it publicly.
Yep.
On YouTube while selling to people. There's no worse feeling than having someone pay you and you just are spinning your wheels. And the different, I do nothing out of, nothing different. I'm doing the same thing. Like yesterday I had an 0-5 day, but back on the 2nd of August, I won 3.45 units having a 3-0 day. The very next day lost half a unit, and the day after that I won 2 units, going 2-1. Like,
same grind though. Same grind. That's what's frustrating. That's what's frustrating, but that's what keeps us coming back for more.
Absolutely. So yeah, here I am publicly. I'll admit I lost 5 units, but I'll win it back pretty quick. And how do I do that though? How do I do that? It's not 10, 15, 20 plays. Look at what I did yesterday. I took a shot on 5 or 6 plays. Actually, I made 6 plays yesterday. I pushed 1 and I lost 5. So really, I almost went 0-6 in one day.
Hey, you almost went 1-5. Almost went 1-5. Why you look at it 0? You almost went 1-5.
Because
I almost went 1-5, man.
True. Yeah.
Hey, like my man says here in the chat, let's have a huge day. That's what we're aiming for today. I've already seen your picks. I actually love your picks today. Let's get on into those. Let's give these guys some winners. Bounce back Monday. Here we go, fellas. Let's move to the second inning. We call it around the bases. Let's give you guys a couple games. Let's give you guys a couple bets within those games. You want to kick it off? What are you rebounding with here, Squirrel?
Sure. Let's see. I was so into my little speech there. How about this one? This one's an actual. This is a bet that I'm giving out today. So listen up, dude. How about Noah Cindergard? When you see him, what do you immediately think? Because obviously you have to think of the sample size that you got from the Angels, right? Thor, God of Thunder. I don't like him. I don't. The command, at least when he was on the Angels, I have not watched him pitch on the Phillies yet, but I can imagine it probably hasn't or isn't going to be good. The only reason that I would see the Phillies being a massive favorite today is because of their offense against the Reds. And on the other side of the mound, you're getting Mike Minor, a 1-9, another terrible pitcher with terrible command, nothing to trust. I don't trust either pitcher. I really like the Phillies offense, and why wouldn't you? So we just want the Reds to contribute to some of this. I like the over 9 in this game, personally. I don't know if you have thoughts on it, but I know the Reds bullpen is dog water. I know that Mike Minor is dog water. I don't like Noah Syndergaard from what I've seen from the Angels. I don't know if just simply switching to the Phillies is going to make him that much better, but I don't see this game being a low-scoring one personally.
I can't see it being a low scoring. Look, you got the Phillies offense right now, number 1 for its left-handed pitching. How many times have we faded Mike Minor? Seems like every single start we're trying to fade Mike Minor.
You
so
probably won most of them. I mean, honestly,
I think I did.
The guys 1-9. The ERAs are like over 6 or something like that. It's bad.
Atrocious.
So, yeah, I mean, I like that game to start. Over 9, that's a -115, -120, somewhere in that ballpark.
Guys are still stealing bases. Remember, we were following this Cindergard trend of stolen bases allowed. Switched over to the Phillies. They already got 2 stolen bases against him in 2 starts. So, yeah, guys are still running on him. Doesn't matter which team he's pitching for. So, all right, I like that overplay right there. I definitely think both those offenses will contribute. You've mentioned the bullpens. Love that play right there. Let's move over to the Diamondbacks versus Giants. How about this Diamondbacks F5 team total? Over 1.5 runs at -105. We got Alex Cobb pitching here for the Giants. Gone against the Diamondbacks twice in the month of July. This bet cashed in both of those starts with runs to spare, so love to see that. Alex Cobb has had his last 2 opponents cash this bet. He's also had 3 of his last 4 opponents cash this bet. The Diamondbacks come in the top 10 offense versus right-handers in average on-base percentage and slugging. What they've been doing all season long. They bring power to the plate. Again, top 10 in all those categories. And they bring the number 1 K percentage versus right-handed pitching at only 12.2%. And they've got 335 plate appearances, which is also most. We're talking about a very, very big sample size. We know they're hitting right-handers, and we know they're not striking out. Only asking me to get 2 runs against a pitcher they've already done twice. the previous month in July. Yeah, sign me up at minus 105. I couldn't get my money out of my pocket fast enough. One of those, like, you're getting money out and the coins are also falling out onto the ground as you search for the dollar bills. Yeah, couldn't get the money out fast enough. Give me that one. Diamondbacks over 1.5 runs in the first 5 innings. What's another game for you, Squirrel?
I have to prepare myself for the backlash that's about to happen to me on this one because it is not my best bet. It is a bet that I'm making, but I would not call it a best bet. I would not call it a steal. I don't know where else it would possibly fit. It's not an underdog, but it's not a heavy favorite. So,
hey, for those new to the program, 7th inning coming to a stretch. That's where you can find the Squirrel's best bet.
Absolutely. And it's not an underdog. It's not a long shot, but it's not a heavy favorite. What is it? It's going to be in this Mariners and Angels game. Oh, boy. So we got Luis Castillo, Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani's at home. I don't trust the Angels, right? Yes, they just beat the Twins last night. They're coming off of that. We'll give them that. Boy, what do you say about the Angels and their offense? I mean, I feel that it's like Ohtani carries this entire team, right? And especially on these days where he's not only pitching, but has to do everything at the plate, damn near, it seems, as well. He is an elite player, don't get me wrong. But it's much like when I watch something like what I can equate my world to, the Edmonton Oilers, I have to rely on Connor McDavid to do, like, literally everything, right? Damn near. The guy is basically the team at this point. I think, is Mike Trout still out? Right? He had those back spasms. I don't think he's in. So you get a 110 price. The thing that piques my interest to start off, I'm getting a minus 110 price. I have 3 systems, all between 60 and 65%. And they're all different. So when you're making systems, you can have a system and then add on to it like some little piece that essentially, like, let's say, for example, I don't know, away favorites, when the line is 7. And then if you do away favorites when the line is 7 on Monday, right? Like, that's kind of the same system in a way. These are 3 completely different systems. Like, they're completely independent of each other, which is good. That's what you want. And they're all coming in 60 to 65%. So that piques my interest. Then I go and start snooping around at the money distribution, and I find 60% of tickets on the Mariners with like 80% of the money on the Mariners. Why is that? I don't know. But the sharp action, the steam, which steam or sharp action is large sums in one bet being put on a game. So it's not like you can get 80% of the money just on like small bets, right? But this would be like some dude goes in and drops 100K or whatever. That's a steam movement. It's, way more than your normal like $20, $50, $100 better. Do we like Luis Castillo? I mean, the only thing really for me to fear here is Ohtani. And if we can get past that, are we getting a value on the Mariners? They came out at a plus 130 price, so somebody loved the value because it's now minus 105, minus 110. Angels open minus 150 and are now basically even odds. Why did that happen? I have to question those kinds of things. Beyond Ohtani, is there any reason to like the Angels, in your opinion?
No. I don't necessarily like your pick, to be quite honest. I love the under in that matchup. Love the under.
Right.
Couldn't work it.
And more particularly, probably a first 5.
It's nothing. Yeah, just my betting style for sure. I mean, even the bullpens though are top. Top
even
5,
without good betting style, I would take the first 5. There's nothing to trust on the back end, in my opinion, past Ohtani and Castillo.
I can see why people would want to back the Mariners today. I would really like the under. But let's go Mariners. Let's get that win. Luis Castillo.
If I'm getting 3 independent systems at 60 to 65%, and I'm really around even odds where I'm paying roughly 50 or just over 50%, I'm good with that. The money backs if the line movement is correct. Even if they lose, I feel that I got statistically a good value for my money with nothing to be afraid of, in my opinion, other than Ohtani. Can the guy come out and strike out 12 people, 13 people? I've seen him do it multiple times. We all have. The guy can carry the team. But I do not expect one single person to win an entire game for an entire team. And I've seen that in multiple sports. Just because you have an excellent quarterback does not mean that the wide receiver is going to catch the ball. Does not mean that your running backs are going to do their job. Does not mean that your offensive line is going to block for the quarterback. Just because you have one extremely good player does not mean the team wins the game. So I will take the Mariners. All right. As unpopular of an opinion as it may be, that's my play.
All right, let's go Mariners. For my second game here and around the bases, I want to go ahead and do this Mets and Braves game, and I'm going to do the first 5 innings. I want to go ahead and do that over 4.5 runs at minus 104. We've got Carrasco on the mound taking on Strider. Strider was rocked by these Mets 5 days ago. Absolutely rocked. 2.2 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs. Cascarro was touched up a little bit by these Braves not too long ago on August 4th. He had a quality start, but he still gave up 3 runs in that process. I'm not scared of Strider. He may mow down the guys that don't hit him, which is fine, but the guys that hit him, at least from this Mets perspective, they're going to actually do some damage. Carrasco, you look at his home and away splits, and ERA, again, is 1 run higher on the road, and this game is being played at Atlanta, so we like that his away splits are worse than the road. And offensive-wise, 2 hot teams for his right-handed pitching. Mets come in top 3 offense. Braves come in top 10 offense. Okay, I'm not scared of Strider or the stash. Strike me out, but that's fine because I'm going to rock you when you're not striking me out. So Mets and Braves, first 5 innings is going over 4.5 runs at minus 104. Let's shut up. We've talked long enough. Let's give these guys some pitching props. We do it in shut up and pitch. What do you got today on the bump?
For not going to take a money line or anything against Bubic for the Twins, and I don't really like taking a run line at home, does he go under 4.5 strikeouts against the Twins today? I think he's going to be probably right about there, roughly. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a pretty decent set line. But still, how can we fade Bubic? Do you have anything against him or for him at all?
I've got the Twins in my money line parlay in the 8th inning double play. So I'm just fading them in terms of just give me the Twins to win the game.
Now I'm curious what his total outs recorded would be if he gets hit.
The Twins aren't crushing left-handers, to be fair. There's a reason why I'm not on their F5 team total, which is obviously things I gravitate towards. I think it could take all 9 innings to maybe you get into this Royals bullpen, and then maybe you can tack on a few extra ones. I expect Bubic to not last long. We know his control is terrible. He's going to walk 3, 4, 5 guys. So I just like the Twins to win the game. That's how I'm going to go ahead and fade Bubic today.
Right. I mean, dude, he's almost walking 3 people a game.
Literally.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. That's at plus,
okay,
that's
so
at plus
how
like
about,
150. You can get over 2.5 walks, I think, at like plus 150.
Okay, I'll take that. That'll be it for me. That'll be it. I'll take it.
All right, I've got 2 pitching props. Let's go to the San Francisco Giants. Let's go to Alex Cobb here. He's going to have under 4.5 strikeouts at plus 110. You can get 5.5 at another sports book. It's juicy at minus 145, but his hit rate in terms of staying under 4 versus staying under 5.5, it doesn't really change much. So if we lose at 4.5, we're probably going to lose at 5.5 too. So let's just take that plus money bet. The game log is going to scare you. Absolutely, game log will scare you, but he's gone up against these Diamondbacks now team for the 3rd time. Again, we're on that F5 team total. He struggled against these Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks, again, number 1 K percentage right now versus right-handers. Expecting this to stay under 4.5 and a good plus money cash. Yep, sign me up. The other one I like there is Urias, there of the Los Angeles Dodgers, to go over 6.5 Ks, another plus money bet at even money. Brewers have the 5th worst strikeout percentage and the 5th worst batting versus left-handed pitching. Their K percentage is so bad. They're at 30.8% strikeouts versus left-handed pitching. It's only cash in 3 of the last 7, but if you look at some of the misses, it's against the Giants and Rockies, and they're having good plate discipline. Rockies, generally speaking, all season long. Giants have really shorted up over about the past month and a half or so. So I'll take these 2 guys. Cobb to stay under 4.5 Ks at plus 110, and Urias to have over 6.5 Ks at plus money. Let's go to the 4th inning. We call it long shots. We try and give these guys a plus money.
There is one pitching matchup that has not been talked about that I think should be mentioned because I know someone's going to want to know about it. Talking about games to go under, how we had said with the LA Angels game with Ohtani. Do you like an under for this Joe Musgrove Sandy Alcantara matchup in the Padres and the Marlins? You should. Obviously, if you're looking at strikeout props, they're both set at 5.5, and I think either of those guys or both of those guys could go over easily on 5.5. Miami Marlins striking out more, at least, or having a higher strikeout rate. So perhaps in that regard, you may lean a little bit towards Musgrove, and it is juiced slightly in that direction. But I mean, Alcantara's an absolute monster as well, and very much so in the running for Cy Young.
Guys like to pull the ladder out. I think you can pull the ladder out on Musgrove strikeouts. Yeah, you got a Marlins team that just doesn't hit right-handers all season long, striking out versus right-handers. Musgrove's your ladder guy. You wanna pull out the ladder today, fellas?
I'm not sure what that means. I'm sorry. What does that mean?
Oh, the ladder means, so you said his number's at 5.5 with some juice. Is that what you said? I think you said. So that means like people put 3 units on the 5.5, saying like that's a lock. And at over 6.5, because you can do alternate strikeouts, they'll maybe throw like a unit and a half on 7+. They'll throw like maybe another half unit on 8+, and just ladder his strikeouts. Musgrove is the guy today. You want to pull the ladder out? Pull that ladder out, fellas. Climb your way to the top.
Okay. I've never heard that. I mean, I get the theory, the thought process. Yeah, I just haven't heard that term. So cool. I learned something.
There you go. That's what we're here for. All right, what dog you got that's barking today? I got 2. Let me get to mine first. Both of them. Plus 135. Trying to think of which one do I like better. I'm going to say them both, but like which one do I like better? It's Orioles and Mets. I'm going to keep riding the Orioles. They're coming through. We've talked about how if you just bet their money line, it's coming through. I'm going to talk about them in the 7th inning because I've got 2 plays in the 7th inning coming to a stretch as my best bet. So I'll talk why I like the Orioles more against the Blue Jays. And then Mets against the Braves. It's hard not getting the Mets at plus money when they, generally speaking, are going to have the offensive advantage like they do today, like they have the bullpen advantage like they have today. And starter, both these guys, a lot of familiarity, just pitched against the opponent. So to me, there's no edge in the starting pitching. I'm getting the other 2 advantages in the Mets with the bullpen and the offense. I'll take the Mets at plus 135, probably more than the Orioles. I'll probably take the Mets just because the Mets are steamrolling this season and obviously right now. So, all right, Mets are probably my better dog.
Okay. I do like the Orioles. I took the Orioles yesterday at a plus 150 price. I think Jordan Lyles was on the mound, I want to say, against who I don't even remember. But Kikuchi has struggled big time.
Struggled against the Orioles big time.
Badly. And among other Blue Jays pitchers to struggle or have their ups and downs, I mean, I think I've seen some better production, at least out of Jose Barrios, but between those 2 pitchers as well, I kind of feel sketched to back the Blue Jays when they're on the mound. I think Kikuchi absolutely just blew the last game that I bet on the Blue Jays when he was on the mound anyway. I think Tanzawar, dude, he's just struggled. What is the I don't even know the numbers. I just know what I've seen him do, and it's been really rough.
No, it's been atrocious.
And then you get the Baltimore Orioles. They're in recently, at least, top 10 for offense and for bullpen. I think they're like number 5-ish roughly for offensive output, and that's against both right-handers and just everything in general. They've been hitting the ball. When you're getting that kind of value at a plus 140 or plus 150, whether it be yesterday or today, yes, they lost and yes, it sucked, but those are the kind of chances you take on a team that's giving you those kind of numbers for that kind of value. So in terms of an underdog today, I definitely like the Orioles. The steam, sharp action is there, the money is there, the line's moving correctly. They didn't pop up in any of my systems, so and it's not a bet that I actually made today, but if I were going to look for an underdog, that is certainly a spot that I would be gravitating towards.
Love those dogs. Love it. Let's keep swinging. We do this in the 5th inning. We'll give you guys some hitting props. I'll kick it off here. I'll give you 2 guys that you can parlay together to have over 0.5 hits. The first one's going to be Polanco. They're the Minnesota Twins. Really loves hitting against Bubik. 6 for 11 for 546. And what do I love about this, besides the batting average being outstanding at 546? 0 strikeouts. He's putting that bat on the ball, and it's going somewhere in the outfield. May be caught, may drop in, but no strikeouts. I love that. Parlay him with Jose Ramirez in Game 1. You want to target Hutchinson here of the Detroit Tigers. So Jose Ramirez of the Guardians in Game 1. 6 for 14, hitting 429 against Hutchinson. If you do Jose Ramirez and Polanco there of the Twins, that'll come in at plus 117. Plus 117 for those parlay for each of those guys to get a hit. Got anybody to
I like Polanco. Dude, between Polanco and Luis Arias is another insanely good base hitter. just such an eye for the ball, man. I love watching my Twins here. Well, yeah, you probably could look at Buxton too. Got some pretty decent numbers. Fairly small sample size, but 4 hits on 7 at bats. I don't know, man. I think at the top of the list here, I'm looking at the familiarity of Garrett Cole with some of these Tampa Bay Rays players as well. Ji-Man Choi doesn't look like a bad play for just simply getting a hit at minus 120.
Burned me last time. I remember how good those stats are against Garrett Cole. I remember giving that pick out last time against Garrett Cole. He did nothing. Burned me. Damn him.
Well, this time he's going to, and I'm taking it. So,
and it's a short porch. I remember even saying, "Oh, it's a short porch to New York. Left-handed hitter. He'll hit Garrett Cole." Didn't do anything. Let me down, Choi. You let me down, bro.
Well, I'll take my risk on him today. And
All right.
I'll say that.
We got to fire the people up. It's NRFI time. Fire up, buddy. Everybody fire up. NRFI Nation, get fired up. It's 6th inning. It's a steal. You're getting NRFIs today. You're not getting 1. You're getting 2 NRFIs. Get fired up, people. It's NRFI time. Let me jump into this NRFI here.
Yeah. Hey, are you doing a live today with it?
No, they're all in the nighttime, so no live. No.
Oh, that's just. What are you doing? All right. Well, let's hear them. What are they?
Yeah, one's Padres Marlins. Do I need to justify it, or can we just skip it? Like, really? I put 2 units on it. I love it so much. I mean, Buscaro's mowing them down in the first inning. Alcantara's mowing them down. Padres can't hit in the first inning. I mean, good offense, but they're not hitting in the first inning. We faded them. Remember what we did? Padres Nationals on Friday's show, plus 112. That cashed. Yes, sir. Don't be scared of this Padres offense. Definitely don't be scared with them with Alcantara. So I put 2 units on that sucker. I love that one. And then the other one that's obvious again today, there's a reason why it's priced at minus 150. It's Mariners and Angels. Luis Castillo hasn't given up a run yet in the first inning since being a Mariner. Has good numbers as a Red. Only gave up 5 runs in 14 starts. And Ohtani's got great numbers there in the first inning. So, and I'm not scared of either one of these offenses. These offenses versus right-handed pitching. Check out how these numbers are versus right-handed pitching. Worst in the league. Seattle Mariners hitting 195. 4th worst in the league. Your Angels hitting 211. Yeah, I'm not scared of either of these offenses with these pitchers on the mound. I got 2 NRFIs today. Padres Marlins is a 2-unit play. Mariners Angels is just going to be 1 unit. Fired up. NRFI Nation, get fired up.
Awesome.
You, what's a steal for you?
Oh, we're on the steal. I don't know why I thought we were on the best bet. I was preparing myself for the best bet. A steal. Dude, I mean, I have to say, I think at least, I gave it in the second inning, but for a steal, I really feel that with the horrible, horrible pitching you're getting from the Phillies and Reds, that over looks pretty damn good. I don't know how it hasn't moved off of 9 yet. The money certainly isn't on the under. There's nothing to worry about there. I would call it a steal anyway. I don't know. I guess that's probably what I'm going to say.
All right, let's give these people our best bet. We'll do it here in the 7th inning. We call it coming to a stretch. There's lots of bets on today's board, but if you're coming off the weekend, maybe coming off an 0-5 day, and you need a winner, this is where you get your winner right here in the 7th inning, coming to a stretch. I got 2 of them that's a winner. I couldn't pick between one, so I got 2 of them. They're in the same game. Do you want to go first or you want me to go?
Go ahead.
All right, it's Blue Jays Orioles. I'm taking that Orioles F5 team total. Over 1.5 runs at minus 150. And then the other one, I'm taking the F5 over. F5 over 4.5 runs at minus 115. Bradish and Kikuchi are on the mound. Both of these guys were hit hard by the opponent. Kikuchi, in his most recent start, 5 starts ago. In fact, Kikuchi's faced these Orioles today, and he's 0-2 against the Orioles and got rocked in both of them. There's a reason why we both like the Orioles today as a long shot. Orioles also have the better bullpen. There's a reason why we like the Orioles. So, yeah, Kikuchi, for whatever reason, can't hit the Orioles. And the Orioles come in right now hot versus left-handers. They're hitting 290, which is 5th best in the league. They're bringing a lot of power to the plate at 500, which also ranks in the top 5 of the league. Love everything about this Orioles offense today against a starter that they have crushed already this season. And then Bradish, he's gotten crushed by the Blue Jays already this season a couple times. Blue Jays not hot as an offense right now. It's about middle of the pack to maybe top 20, but it's a starter that they awfully know. This team hits really well at home. I'm not scared of it at all. So I like the F5 over. Of course, I like a full game over if I like the F5 over. The Blue Jays bullpen is terrible right now. They're sitting damn near 20th in the league right now in bullpen. So I'll, of course, take the F5 over. If you want to go a full game over, I think it's well within your right. But 2 best bets for me, it's Orioles, Blue Jays, F5 over 4.5 runs, and Orioles F5 team total over 1.5 runs. The reason I have 2 best bets, if you want to know, I did the handicapping last night and was going to be all over the Orioles with, just they crushing Kikuchi, hot right now, top 5 versus left-handers. And then this number came out for the F5 over, and it's like, wow, they crushed Bradish. So, all right, I'm all in on this game today.
Cool. Can you please remind me what you said about the Mets and Braves game? I think I heard you say you took the Mets. Is that right?
Yeah, as a long shot. I did, yeah.
As a long shot. Okay, cool. So as a favorite, I'm taking the Atlanta Braves. So I will be on the other side of that one, and that is, I think, minus 145. I got it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, when you give the official bets anyway in the closing, I think it's 145. And my bet mostly and generally when Spencer Strider is on the mound is predicated mostly around Spencer Strider, honestly, just in general. Now, I know you do things a little bit differently than I do in terms of what time frame, right? 10 days, 14 days, 30 days, things like that. Right. I think I might have just been looking at this in 2022, so it might have not been actually as accurate as I hoped it was. But Spencer Strider, at least, I think I saw he's getting over season wide anyway, 13.9 strikeouts per 9 innings, which is insane. Now, Carrasco has pitched more innings at 124 innings pitched to 89 for Spencer Strider. So there will be, obviously, like, he's given up more hits, more home runs because he's pitched more innings, right? I mean, it's just kind of inevitable. So you have to average that out a little bit. But I still do like Strider. I always, as always, talk about that the delivery that he has, right? I mean, he drives so straightforward and stretches his pitch. So it's literally a full foot closer to the plate at 100 miles an hour. I mean, it's just, I think he's one of the more reliable pitchers. I don't feel afraid when he's on the mound. And it is. It's 2 top offenses, at least in my opinion. The Mets are great, but the Braves are at least, pretty available to do damage. So.
You said 2 top offenses in my opinion. It's 2 top offenses backed by stats. Love your opinion. Your opinion is right there, but backed by stats. Love it. Love it. All right, yeah. Go Braves today. I didn't bet the Mets. It was just my long shot. So go Mets. You actually got your money behind it. We got to give these guys a parlay today. It's double play time, parlay time. I already said I had the Twins in there, so I'll just go ahead and do mine first. I do have the Twins in there, and I got the Phillies in there. I do think the game goes over. I love that over 9 play, but I'm going to go ahead and back the Phillies. Whew, Mike Minor in that bullpen. Ooh, Phillies are hitting 391 right now versus left-handed pitching. Cindergard. You always see these guys when they get traded to a new team. It's like they all of a sudden become like an ace of a staff. They're coming off a nice outing in a Cindergard. So I'll go ahead and back the Phillies and Twins today at plus 141. Phillies, Twins, plus 141. That's my parlay today.
Okay, well, I have to take the Twins. No way you can back Bubic or the Royals. I mean, the Royals, in terms of offensive production, aren't bad. It's just that bullpen. If they had a better bullpen, I think they would have a much better record. I do not blame that offense at all, to be honest with you. Who do I put with?
I always like fading a team, too, that's like traded their best players. They've waved the white flag. Benintendi's gone. Merrifield's gone. They've waved the white flag. Absolutely. I love fading those teams.
Those bums. That's what he saw. Boy, a thing we didn't talk about. I know nothing about Xavier Curry.
His MLB debut for the Guardians.
Perfect. I don't think Brian Garcia is real great. The thing to watch out for if you're looking at an over for that would be the Tigers' awful ability to, or lack of ability to actually hit the ball and their strikeout rate and whatnot. I don't know. I didn't really look at it. Do you like an over there? I mean, maybe not as a double play, but just something that I noticed that we didn't even talk about.
I kind of just stay away from double headers. I've been asked my opinion. You see in game 1.
I didn't notice that it was.
You see if in game 1, like if a guy's getting hit, the manager will wave the white flag and leave him out there and just let him get hit. So it depends on which game you're talking about, the NRFI. I mean, I don't know. Double headers, to me, the way managers, they manage different because they're like, all right, let's just get one win. We've lost this game. Yeah, who cares? We'll just leave, Savali out there. He can get rocked for all we care. Let's preserve the bullpen
sure.
and do all we can. So I don't like it. I like the Guardians to win both of those games. I mean, you mentioned it. Tigers can't hit their way out of a wet paper bag for its right-handed pitching. So, yeah, 2 right-handers on the mound for the Guardians. I like the Guardians just to win them both.
So you took Twins and who for your double play?
Phillies.
Okay, I'll go Twins and Dodgers to be different with
Cool.
Urias or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really like the Brewers, so.
Yep.
Boo Brewers.
Hear you right there. All right, let's give these guys our official bets, and then let's talk about every single game from a money line, run line, and over-under perspective. We'll do that here in the closer. There's our official bets. You guys can see I've got 2 bets in that Orioles-Blue Jays game. I've got that Diamondbacks F5 team total over 1.5. 2 NRFIs. One of them's a 2-unit play for Padres and Marlins. Mariners Angels is another NRFI I got, and then Mets and Braves F5 over 4.5. What about for you, Squirrel?
Yep, the Phillies and Reds over 9 with the 2 horrible pitchers on the mound. I don't think Cindergard is very good. That's just maybe a personal opinion. I don't know. From what I've seen of him, I hate it. And obviously Mike Minor, you don't even have to really see him. You just look at the stats. He's 1-9. It's terrible. 6 ERA, whatever. And then backed by a terrible Reds bullpen after the starters come out. It's a type of game like Phillies could do most of this damage themselves, really, for an over 9. So Braves money line with Spencer Strider. Pretty much that whole bet is predicated on Spencer Strider. Not much more to say than that. It's 2 good offenses, and I think it's just a battle of who doesn't get hit as much. Then the Mariners money line at a -105. That comes down to systems that are statistically backed, at least in the long run. Between 60-65%, 3 individual systems that are all independent of each other. The money's on the Mariners. The line movement is significantly in the Mariners' favor. Steam, what have you. It's Castillo. It's Ohtani. Yeah, Ohtani is, elite. We know this. But the rest of that team, I don't trust it more than the Mariners. So I will go ahead and grab them.
All right, let's do it. Guys, let's get fired up. Hit that like button. Today's going to be a great day. It's Money Monday. Money Monday. We're going to do it. All right, I'm jumping in.
Hey, that's pretty good. I like that.
I'm jumping
in. Are you wearing a national shirt? What do you got on?
Yeah, I'm wearing a national shirt. Yeah, I decided to pull it out.
Ooh. Damn.
Pull it out.
Right,
I got Schwarber on the back.
Hey,
so
I
I'm
have
balanced myself out. I'm wearing a national shirt. Like, hey, you picked Phillies. I got Schwarber. On the back, though. So I'm balancing it out. Although I think maybe Schwarber's still on the DL, or maybe he's not. Either way, he's on the dugout. Like, he's part of it. So go Schwarber. Help him out.
Yeah, I think I got somebody watching. Our good friend Tony. We have a Nashville Predators fan out there. This is Smashville, Nashville.
Smashville, Nashville.
There it is.
Love that.
Smashville, Nashville Predators.
Love
and yeah, if Tony's watching, there you are. I think he's a pretty big Predators fan. So.
All right, let's jump into rapid fire here. We should hang late, Squirrel. I haven't made a rapid fire parlay, and it feels like in a good while. So need to maybe hang back with you and cash one of these suckers. Let's kick it off here. On BetUS, I'm showing Tigers Guardians with an over/under of 7.5 in Game 1. Tigers +190, Guardians -225. Hutchinson versus Savali. I'll take that Guardians run line at even money.
Yeah, a game I didn't really look at, to be honest. You're taking a Guardians run line?
It's a Tigers hit like a little bit. You could take it over because Savali's not that good. It's like you'd be nervous if the Guardians win this game 6-0. The Tigers just can't hit right-handers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it looks mighty attractive to take an over, to be honest with you. Just in the off chance that the Tigers actually get some runs, because you know what? Screw it. I'll take the over. I will do it.
All right, Phillies and Reds, you're on the over. I'm on the Phillies. Let's just move on. I'm on the over, too, if I had to bet it. And BetUS is still showing over 9, so I like that. Padres and Marlins are up next with an over-under of 6.5. Padres -140. Marlins +120. You didn't back the Marlins today. You usually back this guy, Alcantara. He's your guy.
I do. I absolutely do. Generally because he has a larger edge than he has today.
Yeah,
you get the Padres with... now the additions of Juan Soto, right, and Machado and all. You're like, I don't know, dude. It's just, I think the Padres probably win today. I love Alcantara. I love Musgrove. Did the game go over?
Are we taking under 6.5? I love the F5 under. Obviously,
I like the F5 under. I don't know if I like I don't think I like the full game though, to be honest with you.
I'm taking Padres at -140. The Marlins cannot hit right-handers. Granted, Alcantara can keep it low scoring, but you could see the Padres winning a 3-0 game. You know, a 2-0
Absolutely, I could.
game. So I'll take the Padres.
That's the thing. I would take the Padres as well because I don't trust the Marlins offense. Nothing to do with Alcantara, however.
Yeah.
I think it'll be very low scoring, but I think they edge them out.
All right, the doubleheader here between Tigers and Guardians with an over-under of 8.5. All of a sudden, we're worth a run more here in the second game. Okay, I think that Garcia's got some better numbers than Hutchinson, and nobody knows what this rookie's going to do. So that's an interesting. I'm taking under 8.5 then in that one because this rookie's going to deal Garcia. I'm going under 8.5 and the doubleheader.
Okay, in both games, I'll go with the over.
Okay, cool. All right, okay. Cubs and Nationals. We got an over-under of 8 on BetUS. Cubs -140, Nationals +120.
I had a system that landed on the Cubs. You have Marcus Stroman, which I don't think he's done great since getting traded, I want to say, unless he's done anything better. I haven't looked at his numbers recently, but I think the Nationals have been basically a fade every damn game. I think I'd go Cubs money line. But that's only because I had a system and I think the money was on them.
Nationals money line for me at +120. Let's go Rays and Yankees, over-under of 7.5. Rays +205, Yankees -245. We're going to have a bullpen day here for the Rays, opposed by Garrett Cole there of the New York Yankees. I will go under 7.5. Boy, the Yankees, they cannot hit.
I know. I've gotten burned on, I think, the last 3 times I bet on them in a row. With the numbers that I saw from G-Man Choi, from Arozarena, and somebody else I can't think of, I might take a little piece of a long shot play on the Rays.
Okay, Orioles and Blue Jays. Orioles and Blue Jays up next. We can kind of skip this game. I think we both like the over and we both like the Orioles, right?
Yeah, I like the Orioles. I don't know about the over. I didn't really look at it from that perspective. Yeah, because Blue Jays can explode pretty much at any time. Both pitchers aren't really to be trusted. Yeah, over or Orioles. I would. Yep.
Mets and Braves. We saw this one differently. We'll just skip this. You're on the Braves. I'm on the Mets. I'm on the over. I'm on the F5 over, obviously, from a real bet. But yeah, I lean the over 8 as well. Let's do Royals and Twins with an over-under of 8.5. Royals +160. Twins -190. I like the Twins money line, and I also like over 8.5 runs.
I do like the over from the sense that Joe Ryan has been a letdown for me. Anytime I bet on him, he's one of these guys that, like, we all as sports bettors have that guy that will just, like, let you down. Anytime you bet on him, and then when you don't, they do great. It's like that for me and this guy. I wouldn't mind not a full unit play by any means, but no, less than a full unit on the Twins run line. Otherwise, an over.
Twins run line. I should have said that. Yeah, that's a better play.
Yeah, I don't think I would pay the. I don't think I'd pay the 190, but yeah, I would go less than a full unit on the Twins run line, but otherwise the over. I like the run line better than the over though.
All right, big game. Big game in Texas between those Athletics and Rangers at over under 8 on BetUS. Athletics +135, Rangers -155. Who cares? Who's betting this game? Like, are we kidding me? I'm blindly taking. I mean, I looked it up, of course, to see if there was an edge. There wasn't much of an edge. Athletics, first right-handed pitching, I think came in at like 28th in the league right now. If I'm calling off the top of my head, it was like 28th, 27th. I'm taking Glenn Otto in the Rangers. And I'll just take I'll take that run line at +130. What the hell? I'll take it.
What about an under 8 then? Do we trust Caprillion? Is he good? Has he been good?
Yeah, he's got some decent numbers in his game log.
I'll go with under 8 because I don't think they can hit for shit. So
yeah. Dodgers and Brewers over under of 7.5 on BetUS. Dodgers -165, Brewers +140. I love your Dodgers money line that you've dropped in your double play there. I'm just going to do Dodgers run line though at even money.
Okay, I'll stick with the money line. Yeah, I'd pay
Astros and White Sox over under of 7.5. Astros -130, White Sox +110. Your Quiddy taking on Cueto. I'll take the over. Wish the White Sox were a touch better versus right-handers, but I'll take the over, or you can take the Astros money line either way.
Would there be any reason to take a White Sox money line, and if so, why?
Not for me. Not with that bullpen. Astros hit it better versus right-handers. Urquidy's touched better than Cueto, I would think.
Astros have been winning a lot, but it's only because they went against the Athletics the last 3 games in a row, and they swept them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Fine. I'll take
great.
the Astros.
All right, you're on the Astros. All right, here it is. Mariners, Angels, Castillo versus Ohtani. Over-under of 6.5. Second game today, we've had an over of 6.5. Both of these teams are at -110. It's even, Steven. They're telling you there's not going to be any runs, though. I do agree with that. Bullpens right now, both of them are in the top 3. Top 3 right now. Both of these bullpens are outstanding. I'll take the under 6.5.
Mariners.
All right, to the bay to end the show. Diamondbacks, Giants, over-under of 8. Diamondbacks +160, Giants -190. I'm taking that Diamondbacks at +1, whatever I said it was, 60 or 90. Give me that Diamondbacks.
Okay, I'll follow you on that.
Nice. There it is, fellas. Money Monday. There it is. Those are the bets on the left-hand side of the screen. Those are the bets that are going to get you paid today. Enjoy it. I hope you have a good, successful day. Hit that like button on your way out. That'll fire us up. That'll give us some positive energy. And that'll give everybody. We all need good luck on Monday. Let's hit that like button on your way out. We'll see you back here Tuesday for the payoff pitch. We thank you very much for hanging with us. See you guys.
See ya.